Are you planning a trip to Brazil? Then you need to read the following article on travel tips for Brazil. Make the trip an unforgettable one. Whether you're traveling to Brazil for its serene beaches, explore the wetlands and green, lush Amazon rainforest, or wish to enjoy the exciting nightlife in Rio de Janeiro, one thing's for sure, there can never be a dull moment. Many people make their must-travel places list, and quite frankly, Brazil has been on mine for quite a while now. So it's needless to say that I am pretty jealous that you're planning this wonderful trip and are searching for some tips before you travel to Brazil. Anyway, I'm going to leave my feelings aside and concentrate on this article, because I genuinely would love for you to make all the arrangements possible before you leave for this beautiful and friendly country in South America. As every international travel goes, even Brazil has its own set of dos and don'ts lined up. So in order to help you make this trip memorable, relaxing, comfortable, and convenient, you need to keep certain things in mind. In the following section, we will discuss what exactly you would require to do before finalizing your Brazil plans. Brazil travel tips. Things you should know. To get started, what's the first thing you require to get inside a country? A visa, that's right. Apart from visa, you also need to keep in mind the customs rules and regulations, flight and hotel reservations, driver's license for traveling inside Brazil. Check if your valid driver's license can be used to drive in and around Brazil, duty-free shopping, weather and climate, money exchange, etc. All these things have to be taken into consideration for the trip. Hence, go through the following sections one by one. Brazil visa requirements. Brazil follows a reciprocal policy for issuing visas. What this means is that if you are a citizen of a country which demands a visa from a Brazilian citizen to enter your country, then you'll have to get a visa as well to enter Brazil. There are certain countries that are exempt from this rule and can enter the country with only an ID card and can stay for about 90 days. Since you are making plans of traveling to Brazil, it would be wise to learn if you require a visa, or are you a citizen of one of those countries that falls under the exemption. The same details apply for kids, if you are traveling with family. Check for how many days the visa is valid and upon which, you can plan the trip accordingly. Vaccination for travelers. Although yellow fever vaccination is not required before traveling to Brazil, as of the time this article was written, there are certain endemic areas in Brazil that could affect the decision. If you are planning to travel to any of those areas, then the vaccination, yellow fever, diphtheria, tetanus, polio, typhoid, hepatitis A and B, is required. There are also health risks like malaria and dengue in the Amazon basin. As far as kids are concerned, if they are between the ages of 3 months to 6 years, then they need to get a polio vaccination. It is important that you carry all the documents along, as you may have to show them at the time of arrival. Communication in Brazil. While searching for Brazil travel information, remember that you need to be aware of the languages spoken in Brazil. Portuguese, as you may know, is the official language spoken in the country. Residents in Brazil also speak Nhingatu, English, and Spanish in most of the tourist spots. Although there are other minority languages spoken, you should perhaps brush up on your Portuguese. Learning few phrases, words of greeting, and pronunciations won't be so bad. Also, carry a Portuguese to English or whichever language you speak dictionary for whenever in need. Best time to travel to Brazil. Since the country is huge, the temperatures vary from one region to another. Compared to the northern hemisphere, New Hampshire, Brazil looks something like this. Summer in New Hampshire is winter in Brazil, fall in New Hampshire is spring in Brazil, winter in New Hampshire is summer in Brazil, and spring in New Hampshire is fall in Brazil. Which is why, you need to first finalize your itinerary and decide which Brazil vacation spots are you planning on visiting. If Rio de Janeiro is at the top of your list, which 99.99% of the time it usually is, then you should know that summers in Rio are hot and humid and winter time has a mild temperature. As far as the Amazon is concerned, It is hot and humid throughout the year, and there are chances of rainfall in the Pantanal wetlands from December to March. The weather and climatic conditions at the time of your travel will tell you which clothing to pack. So plan, and then decide. There are literally tons of places to visit in Brazil. All you need to do is a little bit of research and help from a travel agent. Go online and look for affordable packages that might fit into your schedule. Hope these travel tips to Brazil helped. Turma viagem maravilhosa, adeus. Have a wonderful trip, goodbye.